Someone says, "Have you tried just?" And before they even finish the sentence, you feel it. That tightness in your chest. The urge to interrupt, explain, defend. Even when the advice is good. Even when you know they mean well. Something in you still wants to push back. Here's the thing, your defensiveness isn't really about the advice. It's about what the advice accidentally touches. There are 4 types of people when it comes to reacting defensively to advice. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which one explains you. Type 1, the Autonomy Protector. The second advice arrives, you don't hear help. You hear an order. Even gentle suggestions land like commands you didn't ask for. For you, independence isn't just a preference, it's core to who you are. So unsolicited advice, no matter how well-intentioned, feels like someone reaching into territory that's yours alone. Type 2, the Competence Guardian. For you, advice doesn't feel like information. It feels like a quiet accusation that you should have already known better. Your sense of being capable is fragile in this exact spot. So even a small correction can feel like your whole competence is suddenly on trial. Type 3, the Trust Tester. Before you can even consider the advice itself, your mind jumps to a different question: what does this person actually want from me right now? Somewhere in your past, feedback wasn't always honest help. Sometimes it was control, sometimes it was criticism wearing a disguise. So now, vigilance comes first, automatically. Type 4, the Open Receiver. You can actually hear advice as just advice. You consider it. You might use it, or you might not. Either way, your sense of self doesn't wobble. For you, being given advice isn't a referendum on your worth. It's just one more piece of information in a world full of information. Now here's what's interesting. We tend to think defensiveness is about being stubborn or thin-skinned. But that's rarely the real story. Here's the reversal. Defensiveness isn't a character flaw. It's a signal, pointing directly at the exact place where you feel most unsure of your own worth. The advice was never really the target. It just happened to land exactly where an old insecurity was already waiting. For the Autonomy Protector, before reacting, ask, is this actually a command, or just an option I get to consider? You can still say no without bristling first. For the Competence Guardian, separate the advice from your ability. Needing input isn't proof you're behind. It's proof you're paying attention. For the Trust Tester, you don't have to fully trust someone to consider what they said. Evaluate the advice on its own, separate from your suspicion of the messenger. And for the Open Receiver, keep being the calm in the room. Your steadiness is rare, and it makes it safer for everyone around you to actually speak honestly. So next time you feel that flash of defensiveness, pause. Ask what the advice actually touched. That answer is far more useful than the argument you almost started. Which one are you, the Autonomy Protector, the Competence Guardian, the Trust Tester, or the Open Receiver? Tell me below. And yes, I promise this is just a suggestion.